Good afternoon to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. We really appreciate it. We'll never take that for granted. We're a channel, we want to be a resource of information for the new man and woman who's contemplating coming over here to the Philippines for a vacation, slow vacationing, or to rejuvenate here. My 11 years has shown me that people don't come to the Philippines to retire. We come here to rejuvenate. So if you want to retire, stay at home. If you want to rejuvenate, come over here. We'll help you rejuvenate. And my 11 years doesn't make me some expert or some know-it-all. But it gives me a unique perspective that I can use to help the new man and woman to avoid a lot of the problems, a lot of the mistakes that I made when I came over here. Because remember, I tell you on every video that I've done, I didn't read the handbook on the Philippines. I just got on the plane, came over here, and made mistake after mistake after mistake. Now those mistakes are my secrets, and I pass those secrets on to you. I'm boots on the ground here. I'm right in the middle of this. I live among the locals, and it's for your benefit. I'm not in some fancy tower in Makati looking down on the locals, giving you a play-by-play. No, I'm in the center. I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. What I call the nitty-gritty. It's just what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat. So welcome to my channel today. And I took a little heat for my introduction, but without my introduction, let me tell you something. It's like Hawaii 5-0 without their theme music. Okay? It's part of their show. This is part of my show. And I'm not going to change that. One guy doesn't like it, so I'm sorry. Skip that part, sir. Skip the first 2 minutes. Because I want you here. I want you to learn. I want to help you if I can. But I want to talk about today how to make Filipinos fall in love with you. Now, I didn't say Filipinas. I said Filipinos. All right? So don't cut my video off. But there's some things that I've learned to do that will endure the Filipino people to us when we come over here as foreigners. And one of them is, when you come over here, I don't care how many times you come over, whether it's your first trip or your 10th trip, make sure you bring some chocolate with you. Filipinos love milk chocolate. All right? The more you can bring, the better. Oh, yeah, they've got milk chocolate over here in the grocery stores. But see, it's different. It's a little bit different. They're not going to pay 50 pesos for a candy bar. They'll use that 50 pesos for a kilo of rice. See, their priorities are different than ours over here. So bring as much chocolate as you can. Trust me on this one. Also, Filipinos love American brands. So if you're coming here to see a woman like 85% of my viewers are, try bringing her some Victoria's Secrets. Either the lingerie, the lotion, the perfume. Women love that. And if you're coming to see a man, try Levi's. I mean, if you bought him a pair of Levi's jeans and bought him over here, he'd love you forever. Or Nike. They really love our brand. So bring something over. They call it pasalubong, or like a souvenir. And it's really my offering of friendship when I first came over here. See, the lady told me, bring some chocolate. You know, I didn't know what the situation was, but now I know it's a big deal over here. So bring the chocolate, anything American, just an offering, a gift offering, you know, friendship offering. Because whatever you give the Filipino, he's going to give you back 10 times, okay? That's true. That's something I've learned over the 11 years. So bring some chocolate, bring some American brands over here. Another thing I want you to do when you get over here is, I want you to try best as you can to speak the language. Just try. I didn't say become fluent in it. If you want Filipino people to really love you, you want to endure yourself to them, try speaking their language. And if you can't learn any other word, I want you to learn this word, salamat. It simply means thank you all over the Philippines. And just by saying that one word, when somebody does something for you and you say salamat, it's going to shock them. It's going to make their day, because they're going to be like, hey, this guy knows my language. They're going to give you a lot more credit than what you're due. So please, when you come over here, I didn't say become fluent. Learn a few words of their language and try to speak it. They get a kick out of that. Filipinos love that. You know, showing you that you respect their culture, that you're not just coming over here as a conqueror, like I said before. Because remember, if you live in America, you know how we are. When foreigners come to our country, you better speak English. You better not start trying to talk your language. They'll let you have it over there. I won't do it, but there's people who will let you have it over there. So now the shoe's on the other foot. But the Filipino's different. He'll let you speak English, but boy, he'll love you if you learn a few words of his language. But salamat, salamat. Something else that will endure you to the Filipino, probably more than anything else, is just to be yourself. Just be yourself. Whoever you are when you come over here, don't change. Don't try to become the typical American or the typical foreigner or Westerner when you get over here. They've seen enough of that. That's not going to endure you to the Filipino people. Just be yourself. Come over here, be humble, be yourself. Because remember on some of my videos I told you that the Filipino, he doesn't have a lot of distractions over here like we have in America. So he's more connected to nature a lot more than we are. They can see right through all that phoniness and fakeness. It may take a little while, but eventually they're going to see through it. And remember I said earlier, Filipinos going to give you 10 times back in return whatever you give him. So if you come over here and you show him love, respect, and kindness, you can times that by 10 what you're going to get in return. But if you come over here with the foolishness, the stinginess, the anger, and all that other stuff, he's going to give you that back 10 times too. So come over here and be yourself. You know, don't stir, okay? And this is one thing that I want you to listen real closely to. Don't stir. If you go over somebody's house and they invite you to come over there and you see something out of the ordinary, like you may be sitting down and you can see through their house where the wood or the concrete is not what you think it should be, don't stir at that. Or you may see 3 or 4 cockroaches running around in the corner over there. Don't stir. Don't judge the people, because here's what the Filipino is. He's a decent, hard-working man, decent, hard-working people who are doing the absolute best they can under their circumstances, under the situation. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to act any different if our situations were switched. Okay? I'm not going to say, it kind of reminds me of a book I read. It said, you know, if George Bush were a black man, you know, and they talk about, you know, would he have, with his credentials and everything, would he ever have become president of the United States? You know, if he grew up in the hood and all of that. Yeah, see, if you switch places with somebody, you'll see that you're not going to act much different than what they act. So don't stir, you know, because they're doing the best they can. If you don't judge the Filipino, he's going to love you for that. You know, just accept him for what he is. Accept it for what it is. I mean, don't throw your common sense and your decency out the plane window when you fly over. I always give you that suggestion. Don't do it. Filipinos are people like everybody else. They didn't land here in some spaceship. They're not aliens from outer space. They're people. They like to live, laugh, and love like the rest of us. So if you want the Filipino to fall in love with you when you come over here for the first time, for the 10th time, because I'm going to tell you something, man, they love me over here. That's why I don't want to go back home. I'm hated at home just for the color of my skin. These people don't even see my skin over here. They see my character. See, because once the Filipino knows your heart and he knows that it's in the right place, Oh my goodness. He's going to return to you 10 times, maybe 100 times, or whatever you give. So if you want the Filipino fall in love, bring some chocolate when you come over. Bring some American brands over here. Bring a gift, an offering, friendship when you come over here. Try to speak the language. Just learn a few little words, and I tell you what, it's going to take you to the top of their list. They're going to love you for that. Salamat, remember that. Salamat, it means thank you all over the Philippines. If somebody opens the door for you and you say salamat, you're going to give them a heart attack. They're going to be shocked. Because most of us, we're stubborn. We don't want to come over here and learn their language. And number 3, just be yourself. Just be who you are when you come over here. They don't need you to be anybody else. They don't need you to be the typical American or the typical foreigner. They've seen it all. You're not going to add to the equation. Remember my suggestion, let the Philippines be better off for having you been here. It's one of them situations. Once he knows your heart is in the right place, and you show him love, respect, and kindness, oh my God, Filipino, he's going to return to you 10 times, maybe 100 times what you give. So thanks for stopping by. I'm always going to help you. I'm always going to give you little tips like that. I don't own a drone, guys. Don't get mad at me for that. I don't own fancy equipment. Okay? I can't compete with those 15-minute and 30-minute selfies where you're following them around all these nice places and they're showing you this rosy picture of the Philippines. If you're looking for that, go there and come back. You can look at both of us. You can learn from both of us. You can listen to me and then go to see all that other stuff. You understand? But what I have is some experience, some life experience over here, some boots on the ground experience that's going to help you tremendously. Where watching a video of Baraka is not going to help you one bit, especially when you don't even know what Baraka is. You don't even know what Panglao Bohol is. It's not going to mean anything to you until you get over here. Once you get off that plane, I want you to be full of some of the advice I give you. If you say, hey, Calvin mentioned that, or Calvin warned me about that, I've done my job. That's what I'm trying to do. And every time you turn on my videos, you're going to hear my story, sir. So if I was you, I would skip the first 2 minutes of every one of my videos. It's my theme song, sir, okay? Thank you so much. It's not too late if you're in America before you let your head hit the pillow. Please help somebody. If you're out there roaming around doing one of them late night grocery runs and you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat. Buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's about 12 noon. We still have the rest of the day to find somebody to help before the day's over with. Because if I don't know anything else, this is what I know for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.